Welcome to the Tinkercad tutorial. In this lesson, I will show you all of the different ins and outs of using Tinkercad. This will help you when it comes to creating your own ring in the next 30 minutes. Please stay with me and follow along. If you choose to do your own thing and you are off task, unfortunately, I will have to keep going and you are going to have to figure out how to get back on track so that everyone gets a chance to make a ring. Click on the blue Tinkercad tutorial box. Find the box that says Tinkercad tutorial up at the top. You will then look for the oval Tinker This button. Click on Copy and Tinker now. Clicking on the Copy and Tinker button opens up the work plane. We're going to save this project as our first name. Take your mouse to the top, click on Copy of Tinkercad Tutorial now. When it turns blue, I'd like for you to take your fingers on your keyboard and type your first name, the name on your name tag. Click on the Enter button. Your project is saved. While creating designs, it helps to see your shapes from all sides. The View cube, located at the top left of Tinkercad, will help you look around. Let's learn how you can change your view. Move your mouse to the top left where you see a cube that says Top and Front. Click on the word Top. If done correctly, your top will look just like you see on my screen and you will see the top of the duck. To the right of the cube, you're going to click on a small blue triangle. The cube should now say right, and you should be looking straight on at the duck. Click on the triangle that's below the cube now. This will take you to the bottom view of your work plane. You are under the work plane looking up at the duck. We will now practice moving the cube around slowly with the mouse. With your pointer finger, hold down, drag the cube around very slowly. The next feature we're going to use is our Home button. To the left of your screen, I would like for you to find the circle with the house. This is your Home button. Please click on it now. The Home button allows you to see the full screen. Now move your mouse 2 buttons below the Home button to the Zoom In button. It is a circle with a plus sign inside of it. We're going to click on this plus button 10 times. You will have a zoomed in big red number 5. Beneath the Zoom In button, we're going to click on the circle with the minus, Zoom Out. Click on this button 2 times. If done correctly, you should see the entire number 5 on your screen. Computers are cool because there's always multiple ways to do the same thing. We're going to use the mouse now to zoom in and out. Move your mouse so that the arrow is over the number 5. Lift up your pointer finger, put it on the gray roller, and roll away from you. This will zoom in and out as you move it back and forth. Take your hand off of the mouse now. Look to see where the mouse is plugged into the side of the computer. On the keyboard, right on the side that the mouse is plugged in, you shall see a plus and a minus button. When you click on the plus, it zooms in. The minus button zooms out. Play with these buttons now. Left side of your screen, please click your Home button now. Our next tutorial activity is adding an object to your work plane. Take your mouse over to the right side where it says Basic Shapes. We're going to hold your pointer finger down over the red cube and drag the red cube on top of your number 1 on the work plane. It should look like my screen right now. We are going to move the red cube back into the gray cube, but it's easy to accidentally resize a shape. Because of the white and black squares on my red cube, I am accidentally resizing instead of moving it back. Always click off of the shape before you try to move it. I took my mouse to the left, clicked off of the red cube, and without any white and black squares on it, I can now take it and drag it back into the gray cube. Please take your mouse to the right side of the Shapes library and pull out the orange cylinder. We're going to place this orange cylinder on top of the shape for number 2. With your orange cylinder selected, I'd like for you to take your mouse to the top of the page and click on the trash can. The trash can is your delete button. Notice your orange cylinder is now gone. Next to your trash can is your undo button. It is a black arrow. Please click on your undo button now and bring back your orange cylinder. I will now teach you a second way to delete using your backspace key. Please click on your cylinder again, bring it back, and this time I want you to look on your keyboard at the backspace button. Click your backspace button now. Click your undo button and bring it back. We will now practice resizing our orange cylinder. Please click on your orange cylinder now. You will take the white square at the top of the orange cylinder. The cylinder is currently at a height of 20 millimeters. We're going to click and drag that white square up until it goes to 80 millimeters. Stop when it goes to 80. We will move back to the height square, drag it down until it goes to 8 millimeters. We're going to use the left black square and we're going to drag the black square until it's the edge of the gray shape, and then do the same thing to the right side. Drag the black square until it's the edge of the gray shape. Now it looks like a double layered cake. We will now learn how to move an object up or down. Please go into the Basic Shapes library on the right and pull out the blue sphere. You're going to drag the blue sphere until it looks like it's barely touching the top of the number 3. Check the TV now and make sure yours looks like mine. Above the blue sphere, there is a black cone, triangle, arrow, whatever you'd like to call it. We're going to drag this up until the shapes are at the same height. It looks like a Venn diagram. Look on your keyboard and find the up, down, left, right arrows. We're going to use the right arrow and click until our blue sphere looks like it's in the gray sphere next to it. Kind of looks like an eclipse. If you have time, move the orange cylinder into the gray shape and move the red cube into the gray cube. We are now moving on to number 4, how to rotate an object. We will now learn how to rotate an object. Go to the Basic Shapes library, scroll down until you see the yellow star. You will drag the yellow star between the red number 4 and the gray star. The tip of the yellow star should be touching the tip of the gray star, like you see on my screen now. Please go to the left side of the page. Underneath your Home button, there will be a square missing its middle parts. This is called your Fit View. Click on the star and click on the Fit View button now. This will zoom into your star, as seen on my page. From there, we're looking for 3 rotating arrows. The first one will be at the very top. Click and drag your star around the blue circle now. Go to the top, click your undo button. Now look for the curving arrow at the bottom of the star. Move it around the blue circle. Go to the top and click your undo button now. Please click on the rotating arrow on the right arm of the star. When you click on this arrow, it will flash. Then click on the number 0. It should be in a blue box. We want our star to go from flat to standing up. How many degrees is that? Use your keyboard and type 90 now. This will take your star and stand it up. We're going to use the black arrow and we're going to lift our star up so it's above our work plane. Then I'm going to click off of the star and drag it back into the gray star. We are moving now to number 5. We are going to change text. Click on one of the 4 red letters, the T, the E, the X, or the T. That will bring up a text box to the right. Click on the text box after the letter T and you'll see a flashing cursor. On your keyboard, find the backspace button, click on it 4 times to get rid of the word text in the text box. On your keyboard, look to the left and make sure the caps lock button has a light on it. You will then type the word hi. Click off of the word hi and drag it down into the gray hi now. We will now practice adding an object to a ring. Go to the Basic Shapes library on the right and click on the word Basic Shapes. This will open up a blue library of menu options. We're going to click on Creatures and Characters, the penguin. When you click on the red subcategory with the rocket person, you see bodies, green eyes are faces, pink glasses are accessories. There's a black triangle to the right of the glasses. This opens up people, and lastly, the blue elephant is animals. In the animals category, we're going to pull out the yellow rubber duck and drag it behind the orange ring on our work plane. This duck is huge in comparison to the orange ring. We need to resize it. Please find the white square in the back corner by the duck's tail. You're going to change both numbers 37 and 48 to the number 8, like you see on my screen. When both numbers are 8, you'll see a tall, skinny duck. We now need to change the height. Click on the white square on the duck's head. You will then change that number to 8 as well. Your duck is now a size that was allowing your ring to fidget. Please click off of your duck and then drag it into the gray duck on your ring. Once you feel like you have it in the gray duck, click on Fit View and you'll see what looks like a dirty duck because it's in the gray duck. Congratulations! If your duck looks like mine, then you're ready to start working on your ring.